teacher. Well, I'm here again, and in that opportunity, I would like to tell you a story about a doll. Um, um, that story, I listened to it in an audiobook. So today, I would like to share with you that story. Well, the story called The Doll, and it's about a man. The name's man was Mr. Brown, and he lived near a center of town, and he had a small house. His house had a garden, and he liked very much his garden. Um, the garden had some of flowers to different colors, but he also had a work or a job, and he had to work every day. So one day he returned to his house, but in the way he saw a old store, and he liked that kind of themes, and he came into the store and he saw a doll. The doll was very ugly, but he didn't matter, and the doll was black jacket, black long jacket, and the doll had white long hair. And Mr. Brown thought that maybe the doll also uh, was a long uh, doll as him, because he was a lonely man. And well, he decided to pay to it for the doll, and he went uh, to his house. And in his house, he put the doll in the table, and he went to his bed because he was very tired. The next day, he felt something in his fat, and he saw, suddenly the doll was there, and he didn't understand what happened, because the last night he put the doll in the table. But well, he had a breakfast, and he went to his work. Some minutes later, Mr. Brown walked until to bus stop or bus station, and the bus stopped near there, and he came into the bus and sat down. But in the bus had an old woman, and the old woman said, "Mr. Brown, you are a stupid man." And Mr. Brown opened his eyes, and he didn't understand, but the woman was talking about the doll. The woman thought that he hadn't he hadn't he shouldn't vote for that doll. And but Mr. Brown didn't know what happened, and he opened his bag, and he saw the doll there, and she was surprised because he had to left the doll in his house. Mr. Mr. Brown began to think more and more things about the doll, and he saw the doll and he decided to leave the doll in the bus stop and turned and ran away from the bus stop. Then he returned. He arrived to his house, and he was very tired, and he decided to sleep. Later, he started to hear strange sounds, and he saw in the other room the doll was there, and he was very terrified, and he wondered, and he took the doll and put in his garden, but underground. He thought that maybe it was a good idea. And after that, he came into his house, but in the same night, and he heard someone knocked in his door. When he opened his door, the doll was there. Well, he was more scared, and he began to think what other thing he could to do. He could do. And he thought in other thing. Mr. Brown was very angry, and he took the doll and put into the garden. But in that moment, he found some wood, and he took the wood and made a big fire, and he took the doll and put in the top of the wood. He said, now die, the doll. But in that moment, his neighbors ran out to his house and started to look. But he was look for Mr. Brown, but he didn't find. But the doll was there. The doll was near the fire. Wow, that story was a little crazy for me, and I liked very much. And maybe when I have children, I will tell them that story. Well, number teacher, this is the story. Thank you very much for watching my video, and see you soon. Bye.